good morning, and good morning. It is a wet morning in the Arkansas Delta. How in the world are you doing this morning? Tell me what you got going on this Thursday. I'll try to adjust that camera a little bit. There we go. There we go. How are you this morning? Anybody got anything going on? Anything happening for anybody? Somebody talk to me. Tell me how in the world your morning is doing. If you get a chance, first one on, looks like Denise, do me a favor. Go ahead and share this to the group page for me, if you would, please. Go ahead and do that. My computer just went down. So if you will do that, that would be amazing. Get that shared on over there. I am running a little bit on the early side. There's one on there, man. Here we go. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. My computer just kind of went haywire for just a minute. Okay. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's that goofy weather. I got up this morning and, it's supposed to be sunshiny and hot and all that good stuff. And then all of a sudden, I look outside and it's like, really, really, really cloudy. And I'm like, well, what are y'all doing? What's going on here? So, if you will just kind of hang with me for a minute, my computer is back up and running. That's what I'm talking about. I'm distinctly a little early, and I know that, but I have got some things that's going to take me out of the office for a little while today, and I don't want to miss our opportunity to kind of hang out together. So I'm going to get on over there and get some things done. And we're going to be finishing up in John chapter 8 today. That is our text. We're going to finish the chapter. So if you get on, say good morning and let me know who all is hanging out with me this morning on this wet Thursday. This wet Thursday. It is now, and it's warm too. It's really, really, really warm. I was hoping that we would get an all day of sunshine, but I would rather have rain today than rain on Sunday. And so, folks, we got to pray like mad that God will hold that rain back so that we do not get all of that storm. All of that storm. Let me see here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Got it. That is one. That is one. Okay. Boom, 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 shakalaka. There we go. Now we got some folks getting some things in, getting some things going. I think my computer needs a good cup of coffee this morning, if you just want to know the truth. So I'm trying to get this done. I'm working on the full audio and video today for Sunday. And so that is going to be my primary project this morning, is I've got to do that. Okay, niece, I see that. Niece, I took care of it. We're all good. We're all good, girl. Thank you very much. Let me see here. I am, again, trying to get on. I think my computer needs a cup of coffee. Hey, we had a great time at Bible study last night. If you were on last night, man, we had a good time. I mean, we had a good time at Bible study. I had a good crowd. So I'm very, very thankful for that. Let me see here. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Good crowd. Lots of good conversation. Okay, here we go. Boom, Lisa. Hi, good morning, Lisa Lee. Good morning, Lisa. I see Lisa. I see Jack and Sandy. Good to see you folks this morning. I have talked with Faye this morning as they are on their way to Memphis, and Norval is still in a lot of pain, folks. So please continue to remember Brother Norval and Miss Faye. They are on their way to Memphis to have a COVID-19 test, so that when he passes that test, he can go back next week for his surgery on his back. And folks, he is just in a tremendous amount of pain. So please continue to remember that sweet brother of ours. He is such a precious man. If you're on, say good morning. I know we've got several folks that are here, and I have no idea who all is on. So good morning for those of you tuning in here to Arkansas Delta Network. That's what we'll call it here at Ridgewood Baptist Church. We just have a whole lot of fun doing this. Guys, I'm excited for Sunday. I am praying like crazy that the weather holds off. It looks like it could just absolutely be a gully washer on Sunday morning. And so we want to pray that God will just hold back the storms, hold back the rain, and just allow us to get on this campus and to have a whole lot of fun. And I'm excited. I know that God has a plan, and I know that whether or not it's raining or storming or sunshine, I know that He is still in control. And that's what we have to do. That's we just got to let God be God, and we have got to do exactly what what He is calling us to do. Let's see here. It looks like I have got my buddy Ryan is in the building. Good morning, Ryan. Glad you have stopped in, buddy. How's things in Texas? Is your school still going on? Are you and your bride still in the teaching mode, or have you guys gotten done? Tell me how things are going along on the teacher front lines. I'd love to hear. I don't talk to a whole lot of teachers, and so I'd love to get your thoughts as to how that is going on. I was up till about Denise, about 2 o'clock this morning. I was working on some pretty crazy stuff. And, it's amazing how you can start something weeks before, and then all of a sudden everything just kind of falls into place. And that's kind of what it was. I started working on something new about the time that this whole pandemic started, and I was on a little bit, off a little bit, and I just never could get all the nuts and the bolts tightened. And last night, everything kind of tightened a little bit, and so that was kind of fun. Let's see, Ryan, what you got? Things are great. We're all still working remotely. Carrington is well, good. She's doing fun lesson videos for her kids. Oh, I love it. That's excellent. So very, very proud of the two of you. Thank you for what you're doing and for taking care of those kids there in your community. And thanks for dropping in this morning. I appreciate that. It's good to see you. Ryan, I know that you and I have actually talked on a couple of projects, and they're still on the table. But my plate is just spinning like crazy, buddy. And so don't think I hadn't forgot you, because I haven't. Let's see. There's Gloria. I think Gloria is hanging out with me next door, and so good to see her this morning. Who else? Like I said, I've been in early this morning, just trying to get some things done, trying to get ready for Sunday. Miss Jessie is hanging out in my office this morning. Good to see you, sweet lady. Glad that you are here. Again, when you get on, say good morning. Let me know who, what, and where. What else? Or something else I was going to tell you. Oh, 10 o'clock. Hey, in just less than an hour, I'm going to be posting a video right here on our Facebook page. And guys, you do not want to miss that. Please make plans to get back over. And no worries with Jim. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You do not want to miss this video. So at 10 o'clock, and actually I may put it up a little bit early because it'll take a little bit of time to load. So that's it. Good morning, Matthew Hodges. I don't have it. Good morning, my brother. How in the world are you doing, Matt? So good that you stopped into my office this morning. I hope things are well for you in Wynn. I hope your church is doing incredible. And I pray that you guys are surviving this pandemic mess that we are all in. Hey, if you get a chance, send me a message. Let me know how your church is doing for real. And let me know what you're doing as far as your reentry process, how you guys are going about that, how you guys are moving forward, things you're doing, what your plans are. I talk to a lot of pastors, and especially, in the Southern Baptist Network. And so I'd love to know your thoughts as to what you guys are doing and how you are trying to get people back on your campus, back in your building. So anything you could share, Matt, I would greatly appreciate. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it. Hey, you guys ready to read? Let's finish chapter 8 in John's Gospel this morning. I've read through this, several times, and I even read over it this morning. But when we get into this part of this text, we have to understand that there is a plot against Jesus. The scribes, the Pharisees, they are doing their absolute best to completely crush him, to make him look minuscule, to discredit everything about him. And so when we read text like we're going to read this morning, we have to understand the intent as to what the scribes and the Pharisees were trying to do. And so Jesus is going to come out today with some very harsh words. And I think that when we look at it here in just a little bit, that you and I are going to see that they are very much spoken to today's culture. We need to hear this. And so let's read. We're going to pick up at verse 48 in John chapter 8. Okay, this is John 8, starting at verse 48. Then the Jews answered and said to him, "Do we not say rightly that you are a Samaritan and have a demon?" Jesus answered, "I do not have a demon, but I honor my Father, and you dishonor me. And I do not seek my own glory. There is one who seeks and judges. Most assuredly I say to you, if anyone keeps my word, he shall never see death." Then the Jews said to him, "Now we know that you have a demon. Abraham is dead, and the prophets, and you say, if anyone keeps my word, he shall never taste death? Are you greater than our father Abraham, who is dead, and the prophets are dead? Who do you make yourself out to be?" Imagine saying that to the Son of God. And yet, we have that today all across our country, all across our globe, really, is people literally saying, who do you think you are? Who do you make yourself out to be? Jesus, you're nothing more than another little g God. You're nothing more than a man. You're nothing more than a fictional character in a historic book. That's it. That's all you make yourself out to be. So we see this today in our society. Verse 54. Jesus answered, "If I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father who honors me, of whom you say that he is your God." Did you catch that? It is my Father who honors me, of whom you say that he is your God. Yet you have not known him, but I know him. And if I say I do not know him, I shall be a liar like you. But I do know him and keep his word. Powerful words. It is my Father who honors me, of whom you say that he is your God, yet you have not known him. Folks, it takes us, even deeper to one of the parables of Christ about the wheat and the tares, the false believers, the pretenders. I like to use that word. The pretenders in our society, the pretenders in our church, the ones that claim Christianity, but they're just as false as they can be. It's the inevitable wolf in sheep's clothing. Jesus encountered it 2,000 years ago. We encounter it today. I can assure you there's not a church on the planet that does not have this in their church. It's Satan's way of disrupting the unity. It's Satan's way of consistently causing turmoil and grief. And that's why we as believers have to be so on guard as to what is actually going on. And so always pay attention to your surroundings. You've heard me say this, folks. If it looks like a duck, talks like a duck, and walks like a duck, it probably is a duck. Even though it may want to make you think that it's a goat. A little stretch there, but I think you know what I'm talking about. We have to always be on guard. I want to read this again, then I'll move on. Jesus answered, "If I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father who honors me, of whom you say that he is your God. Yet you have not known him, but I know him. And if I say I do not know him, I shall be a liar like you." Just straight up call them liars. "But I do know him and keep his word. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Then the Jews said to him, "You are not yet 50 years old, and have you seen Abraham?" One of these days, I want to dissect that scripture. You just process that scripture real quick, okay? Jews said to him, "You are not yet 50 years old, and you have seen him?" Jesus said, "Most assuredly, I say to you, before Abraham was, I am." Then they took up stones to throw at him, but Jesus hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by. I just want to share something in my commentary about these last couple of verses that I think it's very important that we understand. The I am statement in verse 58 is a very absolute, it's an emphatic declaration, if you will, of Jesus. And it's my commentary says that it's reminiscent of Exodus 3:14. So if you get a chance today, swing over there and grab that. Exodus 3:14, where the words stand for the eternal person of Yahweh. Now you think about that. I am is the eternal person of God. Such powerful words this morning. He existed even before Abraham was. His claim is inescapable. Jesus is God, the Yahweh of the Old Testament. And then my commentary says this, and I think it's very important that we understand that. In some sense, this statement right here in verse 58 may be the climatic declaration of the gospel in all of the gospels. And so we cannot make light of what is said here. Jesus himself just put this bunch of religious Jews in their place. And I think that we need to heed that, because he is God. He is God. And let us never, ever, ever fail to understand that. And then verse 59, they're trying to kill him right then. And so how crazy is that? So let me get out of here. I'm about to step out of the office for a little while. I've got to work on the sound and the audio to get ready for Sunday. Remember, please be watching and getting ready for this video that's going to drop at 10 o'clock. I promise you, you are going to love every second of it. And when you see it, I'm going to ask you to share it. Okay? Share it, because I promise you, it is a great, great thing that you're going to enjoy. Okay, folks, I'm out of here. I love you guys tons, and I will see you back in the morning for one last coffee and chat for the week. And if you guys need anything, make sure to let me know. Keep those prayers strong. Bye-bye.